You were guided here. And you were chosen to hear this. Heaven has been trying to reach you. And your name has been spoken in the higher realms. Now you have arrived. So breathe and be still. Open your heart. Because what I'm about to tell you will change you. And it begins with a moment you still remember. The nurse looked at your file. And she suddenly stopped reading. Her eyes changed. And her breath shifted. Something in the room felt heavy. And you felt it in your spirit. You didn't know if it was danger or a warning. But something inside you froze. Heaven wants you to understand something. Because you missed what really happened. Type amen if you feel God is speaking to you right now. Listen closely and lean in. This is not entertainment. Because heaven does not speak without purpose. When the nurse stopped reading, she wasn't just reading ink and paper. Her spirit felt something. And she sensed a presence around you. A protection was on you. And an energy not from this world filled the space. She hesitated because she felt heaven in the room. She couldn't explain it. But something whispered to her spirit. Be gentle with this one. Because this one is marked. This one is watched. And this one is not alone. You thought it was bad news. But it was a beginning. Angels stood beside you. And light covered your name. Your file glowed in the unseen realm. And heaven shifted the atmosphere. You felt fear. But heaven felt purpose. You felt uncertainty. But the angels felt destiny. You felt weak. But the battle had already been won. You just didn't know yet. But you were protected. When the nurse froze, heaven intervened. Time bent. And your path shifted. Something dark that was meant to reach you was stopped. Something that would have harmed you was blocked. Something forming against you was overturned. You didn't see the spiritual realm. But it saw you. It watched you. And it covered you. You were not abandoned. And you were not forgotten. Your story was being rewritten. And your ending was being replaced. You have been tired and worn. And your spirit has been stretched thin. You've been carrying fear in your bones. And pretending you're fine. You've been waiting for a miracle and longing for a sign. Common God is with me if you trust His plan for your life. And heaven is saying, hold on, because you are closer than you think. You walked through fire, but did not burn. And you walked through storms, but did not drown. You walked through battles, but were not destroyed. Because you were not alone. I walked beside you. And I went before you. I fought for you in rooms you never saw. And in conversations you'll never hear. You think you're ordinary. But heaven disagrees. The angels disagree. And destiny disagrees. You are being prepared. And you are being positioned. Your name is echoing through heaven. And the angels are speaking your name. Not in fear, but in expectation. Because they know what is coming. They see your path opening. And they see the blessing forming. They see the breakthrough approaching. Even if you don't. That heaviness you feel is not punishment, but transformation. That confusion is the old world breaking. So the new one can begin. That fear is your spirit outgrowing what no longer fits. You prayed for growth. And growth comes with stretching. You prayed for healing. And healing comes with revealing. You prayed for strength. And strength comes with testing. You prayed for change. And change comes with shaking. You prayed for miracles. And miracles come with impossible moments first. This is not your end. Because it is the evolution of your soul. You are being protected from what you cannot see. And heaven is removing what cannot go with you. People were removed for your protection. And situations dissolved for your future. Doors closed not because you failed, but because heaven stepped in. I am removing what was blocking you. And I am clearing what was draining you. You cried over things that were actually saving you. And you mourned endings that were beginnings. You felt rejected, but you were being protected. And one day you will thank heaven for what didn't work. Everything leaving your life now is making space for something divine. And something promised. You've asked why it hasn't happened yet. And heaven whispers, it is happening now. The shift is already in progress. And your blessing is already on its way. You may not see it yet. But the angels feel it. Your spirit feels it. And the pressure you feel is part of the birth. Breakthrough isn't coming, it's emerging, rising and forming, approaching and aligning. What happened with the nurse was a sign, because heaven stepped in and changed your next chapter. Type 333 if you believe angels are guiding you. Something dark was erased, and something heavy was lifted. You were spared because your purpose is not done. Your destiny is not finished, and your story is not over. There is more light ahead for you, and more healing prepared for you. You are being prepared for something big, and heaven-sized big. Do not give up now, because you are almost there. Do not walk away now, because you are closer than you think. The pressure is not destroying you, because it is pushing you. I am strengthening you, and I am carrying you. I am with you even now, and I have not left you. You are chosen, and you are protected. You are wrapped in heaven's promise, and nothing will stop what is meant for you. Your healing is coming, and your breakthrough is coming. Your restoration is coming, and your joy is returning. And when it arrives, it will arrive suddenly and beautifully, just like the moment the nurse stopped reading your file. When heaven stepped in quietly and changed everything, that was a sign of what's coming. Sudden shift and sudden favor. Prepare yourself, because heaven is moving. Your angels are working, and your miracle is approaching. Do not fear and do not doubt. You are being restored, and your life is about to change. You are safe, and you are loved. And when you're ready, come to the next message. Heaven has more to say, and you are meant to hear it. You think this message found you by coincidence, but heaven placed it directly in your path. There are no accidents in the spiritual realm, and you were meant to hear these words today. You have been asking for a sign, and this is your confirmation. You have been begging for clarity, and this is your answer. Your spirit is tired, but your spirit is also awakening. You feel empty in places where you once felt strong, but that emptiness is making room for something new. You lost pieces of yourself trying to survive, and heaven is giving those pieces back. You've been walking with wounds no one sees, but heaven has seen every part of your pain. Nothing you have suffered has been ignored, and nothing you have cried has been wasted. Your tears were counted, and your silence was heard, even in the nights when you felt forgotten. Heaven was watching you, even in the moments when you felt hopeless. The angels stood guard. You fought battles in the dark, and you survived things that were meant to break you. I saw every moment you wanted to give up, and I pulled you back. I held you when you didn't know you were held, and I carried you when your strength was gone. That is why you are still here, and that is why this message reached you now. You are stepping into a new chapter, and the old one is closing behind you. The weight you've been carrying is about to lift, and the fog you've been walking through is about to clear. Your spirit feels the shift, and your heart feels the pull. You are being called forward, and you are being pulled higher. Don't fear the elevation, because you were built for this. Don't fear the change, because you prayed for the life that is forming. Your future is not falling apart, because it is falling into place. What you lost is not the end, because greater is coming to replace it. What left you created space, and what broke you created strength. You are becoming someone lighter, and someone stronger. You are becoming someone wiser, and someone more aligned. The version of you that suffered is fading away, and the version of you that is rising is unstoppable. You don't see your power yet, but heaven does. You don't see your value yet, but the angels speak your name with honor. You don't see your purpose yet, but your spirit is remembering what it came here to do. There's greatness in you that has been sleeping, and this season is waking it up. There are gifts inside you that pain has been unlocking, and your breakthrough will reveal them. You are not behind, because you are right on time. Divine timing is never late, and heaven has never abandoned your story. You feel delayed because I'm preparing you, and you feel stuck because I'm strengthening you. I know the desires of your heart, and I know the prayers you whispered when no one was watching. I heard you when your voice was shaking, and I heard you when no words came out at all. You are about to see why nothing worked before, and why everything begins to align now. You were not ready then, But you are becoming ready now. You were not strong enough then. But you are rising into your strength now. What you thought was rejection was redirection. And what you thought was loss was protection. You didn't fail. Because I rerouted you. You didn't fall behind. Because I held you back from what wasn't meant for you. Something greater than you imagined is being prepared. And you needed time to grow into it. You needed healing to receive it. And you needed strength to hold it. And now the time is near. And heaven is clearing your path. Every attack you faced in the past months was because something big is coming. Every delay was a setup. And every storm was a lesson. You learned who you are. And you learned what you won't allow anymore. You learned how strong your spirit really is. And heaven saw every moment of your growth. You are not cursed, because you are chosen. You are not forgotten, because you are protected. You are not abandoned, because you are surrounded by angels even when you feel alone. I am aligning people who will support you, and removing people who cannot go with you. I am opening doors that no one can close, and closing doors that were never meant for you. You will walk into blessings you didn't chase, and opportunities you didn't expect. Your name will be spoken in rooms you've never entered, and favor will find you in ways you cannot imagine. This is your rise, and this is your shift. The old battles are ending now, and the new season is beginning. What is coming will not look like what you lost, because it will be better. What is forming will not look like what broke you, because it will heal you. You are stepping into alignment, and you are stepping into destiny. Do not fear the next step, because I am walking ahead of you. Do not fear the unknown, because the unknown is where your miracle lives. The angels are preparing the way, and heaven is calling you forward. Breathe now, because peace is returning. Rest now, because restoration has already begun. Trust now, because your breakthrough is closer than ever. And when you are ready, listen for the next divine message. You feel the spiritual pressure increasing, and that pressure is the sign that you are close. Every great shift comes with resistance, and every breakthrough comes with a final storm. You are in that storm now, and that is why everything feels so intense. You are in the moment right before the light breaks, and heaven is surrounding you. Nothing is happening to punish you, because everything is happening to prepare you. The shaking is not the end, because the shaking is the clearing. Old energy is being pushed out, and new blessings are being pulled in. Your spirit can feel the transition coming, and that is why your emotions have been on edge. You feel restless because your soul is outgrowing your environment. You feel detached from things you once loved because you are elevating. Your heart is becoming more sensitive, and your intuition is becoming louder. You are hearing things you used to ignore, and feeling things you used to dismiss. That is alignment, and that is awakening. The old version of you cannot follow you into your next season. I am peeling away the parts of you that were built in survival, and revealing the parts of you that were created for purpose. You are not meant to live small anymore, and you are not meant to shrink to fit anyone. You are expanding now, and expansion always comes with stretching. You prayed for clarity, and clarity is coming through discomfort. You prayed for direction, and direction is coming through redirection. I am guiding you in ways you don't fully understand yet, and you will thank me later. Every loss taught you something, and every delay protected you. Nothing was wasted, and nothing was meaningless. You are carrying wisdom now, and that wisdom will open doors. You are carrying strength now, and that strength will guide you. I am proud of you, and heaven is proud of you. You survived things that could have shattered your spirit, and yet you are rising. You carried pain that could have hardened your heart, and yet your heart is still open. You walked through seasons where hope was thin, and yet you still whispered prayers. Those whispers reached me, and they moved heaven. You are seen, and you are heard. You are known, and you are cherished. You have angels assigned to you, and they have not left your side. When you felt alone at night, they were watching. When you cried silently, they drew closer. When you asked, "Why me?" they whispered, "Because you are chosen. You don't realize how powerful you are. But heaven does. You don't see the light you carry. But darkness does. And that is why it tried so hard to break you. What attacked you recognized your potential long before you did. It is liberation. And heaven is pulling you forward. The things that once defined you no longer fit. And the identity you outgrew is fading away. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself. And that transition can feel lonely at times. But loneliness is not abandonment. Because loneliness is the quiet place where transformation begins. When distractions fall away, your spirit gets louder. When noise fades, truth rises. You are hearing your soul now. And your soul is hearing heaven. You are awakening to your purpose. And your purpose is awakening to you. There is something inside you that is beginning to stir. And you feel it even if you can't explain it. Your spirit knows a shift is coming. And your heart knows something new is forming. You're not imagining the pull toward change. Because that pull is divine. You're not imagining the sense that life is rearranging. Because heaven is rearranging it. Everything that is shaking is making space. And everything that is leaving is clearing room. You prayed for better days. And better days require new foundations. You prayed for peace. And peace requires removing what disturbs your spirit. You prayed for clarity. And clarity requires separation from confusion. That is why things are shifting. And that is why people are fading. Not everyone can follow you where you're going. And that is okay. Some were meant for your past, but not for your destiny. Some were part of your healing, but not part of your calling. Your next chapter is sacred, and only people aligned with your purpose can enter it. Heaven is guarding your path, and the angels are filtering your connections. You may feel like things are being taken from you, but they are being replaced. You may feel like doors are closing, but better doors are opening. You may feel like you're in transition, because you are. And transition is holy. You are becoming something new. And that becoming is guided. You don't have to fear the unknown. Because the unknown is held in divine hands. I am walking ahead of you. And I am preparing the way. You are not stepping into darkness. Because you are stepping into destiny. You will understand this soon. And the clarity will come gently. It will come like a whisper inside you. And like a sudden realization that brings peace. You will look back at this season, and you will say, "Now I understand." You will see why things fell apart, and why they needed to. You will see why you were pushed to grow, and why you were pulled away from old patterns. You will see how protected you were. Even when you felt vulnerable, the angels shielded you from battles you never knew existed. And heaven covered you in your weakest moments. You were never unprotected. Not even for a second. I watched over you when you didn't know I was watching. And I answered prayers you forgot you prayed. You have been carried through storms that should have drowned you. And through fires that should have consumed you. Yet here you are. Stronger than ever. Even if you don't feel strong. Strength isn't loud. Because strength often whispers. Your strength is in your endurance. And in your refusal to give up. Your strength is in your heart. And your heart is sacred. I am healing that heart now. And I am restoring what life tried to dim. You will feel joy again. And you will feel lightness again. You will wake up without dread. And breathe without heaviness. Peace will become normal to you. And hope will feel natural. Love will return to your life in a deeper way. And connections will feel safer. Your spirit will trust again. Because I am rebuilding your inner world. Every wound is being tended to. And every scar is becoming wisdom. I am not done with you. Because your story is not finished. You have chapters ahead of you that will bring you to tears. But tears of gratitude. You have blessings waiting that will feel like miracles. Because they are. You have breakthroughs forming that will arrive suddenly. In ways you cannot predict. Your life is shifting upward, and nothing can pull you backward. Not fear and not doubt, not regret and not pain. Your future is protected, and your path is blessed. The angels are around you right now, and they are whispering your name. They are preparing the way for your next season, and they are celebrating your resilience. You made it through things that would have broken others. And heaven honors your strength. You don't realize how powerful you are yet. But you will. And when the moment comes, you will step into your calling with confidence and grace. Your life is not done rising. And heaven is not done blessing you. You don't realize how close you are to a breakthrough. And that is why the pressure has been so heavy. The closer the blessing gets, the louder the spiritual resistance becomes. But resistance is not a sign to quit. Because resistance is a sign you are entering the breakthrough zone. The darkness fights hardest when the light is about to win. And the light is winning in your life right now. Even if you don't see it yet, you have been feeling everything more intensely. And that intensity is spiritual birth. Your old self is fading, and your new self is rising. Things that once satisfied you no longer do. And desires that were once loud have gone quiet. This is not emptiness, because it is alignment. This is not confusion, because it is awakening. Your spirit is shedding old weights, and your heart is releasing old attachments. You are letting go without even trying. And that is divine intervention. I am removing what cannot go forward with you. And I am closing doors that would have hurt you later. Not out of punishment, but protection. Not out of loss, but preparation. Every closed door was a rescue. And every ending was a blessing in disguise. You may not have understood it then, but you will understand soon. Your future requires space. And heaven is clearing that space now. You are entering a season where you will receive without chasing, and attract without forcing. You will feel guided instead of lost, and supported instead of drained. Your spirit will feel lighter, and your mind will feel clearer. This next season is about ease, and this next season is about elevation. You have carried the heavy part, and now heaven will carry you. You have walked through the dark valley, and now the path is rising upward. You will breathe easier soon, and you will feel peace settling where fear once lived. The heaviness on your chest will lift, and the confusion in your mind will break. You will wake up one morning and feel the shift, and everything will start making sense. The blessings that were delayed will begin to arrive, and the clarity you begged for will reveal itself. You won't have to fight as hard anymore, because the battle has already been won. The angels have gone ahead of you, and the way is open. You are walking on ground that has been prepared for you, and no enemy can take what is yours. Your name is protected, and your destiny is sealed. You are being lifted above the things that once hurt you, and you are being separated from the things that once drained you. The loneliness you feel is not emptiness, because it is elevation. The silence you feel is not rejection, because it is preparation. You are not isolated, because you are being refined. I am forming you into someone stronger, and someone wiser, someone who can carry the blessing that is coming, and someone who will not lose themselves again. I am strengthening your identity and restoring the parts of you that life dimmed. You will not return to old patterns, and you will not fall back into old pain. You have outgrown who you used to be, and heaven will not allow you to shrink again. You are rising now, and nothing can stop this rise. Every force that tried to break you has already been defeated, and every fear that tried to silence you is losing power. You are stepping into truth, and truth is setting you free. You are stepping into purpose, and purpose is pulling you higher. Your life is expanding, and your spirit is awakening. This transformation is permanent, and the growth you've earned will not be undone. You are walking into days of restoration and nights of deep peace. You will sleep without heaviness and wake without dread. You will feel joy return to your bones and hope return to your chest. You will smile again for real and love again without fear. The healing you longed for is already happening, and the breakthrough you prayed for is already forming. This is your rebirth, and heaven is guiding every step. You've been feeling like something is changing inside you, and that feeling is real. Your spirit knows what your mind hasn't caught up to yet. You are stepping into a higher alignment, and the old version of you is dissolving. There's a spiritual glow around you now, and heaven has intensified your protection. Things that once bothered you no longer have power, and things that once scared you now feel small. This is growth. And this is transformation. You are seeing the world differently, and the world is beginning to see you differently. Your energy is changing, and people can feel it even if they don't understand it. Some will be drawn to your light, and some will feel uncomfortable around it. Don't shrink for anyone, because your light is meant to shine. You have carried enough shadows, and now you are stepping into illumination. Your intuition is sharpening, and you're beginning to sense things before they happen. You are hearing guidance in your spirit more clearly, and you're noticing signs you used to overlook. The universe is speaking to you, and heaven is amplifying your awareness. You're not imagining the synchronicities, because those synchronicities are divine communication. You are being guided step by step, and every step is purposeful. Even the pauses are sacred, and even the delays are direction. You are not behind, because you are exactly where you need to be. You are not late, because divine timing is right on schedule. There's something being orchestrated for you that is bigger than what you prayed for, and more beautiful than what you imagined. It is coming together piece by piece, and your spirit can feel the movement. That is why your emotions have been unpredictable, and your energy has been shifting. Your spirit is adjusting to the elevation, and your heart is preparing for the blessing. You are shedding old fears and releasing old identities. You are becoming someone new, and what is coming will match who you are becoming. No more settling for less, because your soul is demanding more. No more shrinking your worth, because you now know what you deserve. No more repeating old cycles, because you no longer resonate with them. Your frequency is rising, and low energies can no longer attach to you. You are protected from anything that isn't aligned, and guarded from anything not meant for your future. Your angels are filtering your path, and heaven is blocking what was once allowed. This protection is divine, and this season is sacred. You may feel alone right now, but you are surrounded by spiritual support. The silence you are experiencing is not rejection. It is the quiet before revelation. The stillness you are walking through is not emptiness. It is the reset before acceleration. You are being positioned for a leap, and the leap will happen suddenly. One moment you will feel stuck, and the next you will feel propelled. One moment things will seem slow, and the next momentum will flood your life. This is how divine shifts occur. And you are entering a divine shift now. Your spirit is preparing for what your life is about to receive, and heaven is preparing the circumstances around you. This next chapter will feel different because you are different. You are stronger now, and softer in the right places. You are wiser now, and clearer in your perception. You are more grounded in who you are, and more connected to your purpose. You are no longer chasing acceptance, because you have found alignment, and alignment brings everything meant for you. The love you deserve will find you, and the opportunities meant for you will locate you. Nothing good will miss you, and nothing harmful will reach you. Your path is guarded, and your destiny is unfolding. You are stepping into a season of manifestation, and heaven is supporting your desires. Your prayers have been heard, and your faith has been seen. You are not invisible, because you shine in the eyes of heaven. You are not forgotten, because your name is spoken with love in the higher realms. You are cherished, and you are guided, and the next wave of blessings will prove it. Keep breathing, because peace is entering your life. Keep trusting, because alignment is forming around you. Keep listening, because guidance is speaking softly. And keep returning, because heaven has more to reveal. There are things falling away from you right now, and I know it feels unsettling, but everything that is leaving is making space for what is arriving. You are not losing anything meant for your future, and you are not being punished. You are being aligned, and alignment often comes disguised as loss. You had to be lifted out of certain spaces and removed from certain energies. Your spirit outgrew situations that your mind was still attached to, and now heaven is removing what the old you tolerated, so the new you can breathe. This is divine pruning, and divine pruning always leads to divine growth. You may feel like things are falling apart, but in truth they are falling into place. You may feel like your life is emptying, but it is actually being cleansed. You are being prepared for stability, and you are being prepared for overflow. Not temporary blessings, but lasting blessings. Not surface-level peace, but soul-level peace. Not shallow connections, but deep, aligned, heavenly ordained connections. The kind of connections that feel like home and lift your spirit instead of draining it. You are stepping into a season where your heart will feel safe again, and your voice will feel heard again. A season where you will not have to pretend, and you will not have to shrink. A season where your purpose will feel clear, and your path will feel blessed. Everything that was hidden from you is being revealed now, and everything that confused you is breaking open. Your intuition is sharpening, and your spirit is remembering who you truly are. Not the version you had to become to survive, but the version you were born to be. A version filled with peace and wrapped in strength. A version aligned with purpose and guided by divine protection. You are growing into that version now, and the world around you is shifting to match it. New opportunities will appear where old ones collapsed, and new people will enter where old ones exited. This is not coincidence, because nothing in your life right now is random. Heaven is orchestrating every detail, and the angels are arranging every connection. What feels delayed is actually perfectly timed, and what feels slow is actually in motion. You are moving forward even when you feel still, and your spirit is advancing even when your life looks quiet. The quiet seasons are where I work the deepest, and the unseen seasons are where the miracles begin. You are being strengthened in secret and prepared in silence, not because you are forgotten, but because you are chosen. Chosen for more, and chosen for purpose, chosen for healing, and chosen for influence, chosen for love, and chosen for abundance. You may not feel worthy yet, but your soul is rising into its worthiness. You may not feel ready yet, but heaven is making you ready. You may not see the blessing yet, but the blessing sees you, and it's coming. Not slowly, suddenly, not someday, soon. Your breakthrough is not far away, because you are already in the doorway of it. All you need to do is keep walking, and keep trusting, keep breathing through the heaviness, and keep holding on when doubt whispers, because everything you prayed for is closer than it has ever been, and everything you feared is losing its power. The light ahead of you is brighter than the darkness behind you, and your future is stronger than your past. You are not meant to stay in pain, because you are meant to rise from it. You are not meant to carry fear, because I am replacing it with confidence. You are not meant to walk alone, because heaven is walking with you. I am beside you even now, and I am guiding your steps even when you feel lost. Your life is not out of control, because the divine is in control. You are exactly where you need to be, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Rest your heart now, because I am handling what you cannot see. Calm your mind now, because solutions are forming behind the scenes. Trust your spirit now, because it is leading you home. And when you are ready for more, come back again. Heaven is not done speaking to you, and your transformation is still unfolding.